Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, again with part 2 of the walkthrough, and finally I've actually got a camera, so I can actually record with decent quality now. So let's see what it turns out like. And anyway, if you remember last time we had a battle in our room and it all got messed up, and then they're saying about how they'll do it, but then your mum just goes and says, "Don't worry, I'll do it for you," and whatever, and it's all cool. And then they're going on about how they're going to be going straight for the the lab, which is in every starter town as usual. And then your mum comes over and then she goes on about how she heard of it from downstairs, but then she's reminding herself of her childhood days and whatever. And now she's going to give us the cross transceiver or X transceiver, whatever you want to call it. But this thing is kind of pointless, but at the same time you need it to finish the game. So you get it for free anyway, but it doesn't really do much apart from give you some beneficial recording things. And I thought that was quite cool when you come out of the house, and I was like, oh my god, you can do that whenever you come out of a Pokemon Center or something. And no, you actually don't do that, which is a bit of a disappointment. But anyway, this one for the town. This is Accumula Town, if I remember. Yes, Accumula Town. Then obviously you got your house. You have, I believe, Charon's and Bianca's house. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at this. And, oh no, other way around, that's Charon's house, this is Bianca's house. And if you come all the way up here, you see the Pokemon lab. We can't go in it obviously because Charon's in the way, but Bianca said that she was going to go to her house first, so let's go into her house and then just break an entry as usual. I like that, I like the way that zooms in like that. And also you got these new exclamation mark comments and things which are quite good when someone's startled or something like that. But anyway, her dad's going on about how she shouldn't go on an adventure or whatever with Pokemon, it's not safe, blah 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 blah, whatever dads do in Pokemon games, I really don't know. But anyway, we'll just leave, you can talk to him, but they don't really give you any information about stuff. Other than that, then you just head up to the Pokemon lab and talk to Charon, and then they're going into the lab, and you know exactly what's going to happen here as usual. You meet the professor that we were talking about, but Charon's one of these smart guys that knows everything, who's always determined to be the best. You'll find out quite soon that he always does that. That's why he chose the one that we're weak against, and I completely forgot about nicknaming my Pokemon, which is very annoying for me because I can't think of one at the moment. There we go. Okay, I had to edit like half a minute or something, just because also I spelt things wrong. Well, not spelt it wrong because it's called Sammy, but yeah, Sammy is a traditional name for a snake. That's kind of what it is, so I thought, well, maybe I should do that. Don't mock me for the name, I just maybe do it on spot and I can't do it. And I could be able to redo the whole thing. But anyway, this is just so boring as usual, and then they're like, yes, we'll take this, and then, she basically just gives you the old classic Pokedex, which is where you recall Pokemon on, as you do in every single game. And then she says, meet us at Route 1. Now the interesting thing about this is, if I remember, I don't know if it's the first time it happened or something, it's just odd, Route 1, because usually Route 1 was only for Kanto, because it's different for the others. I don't know, I don't know, but I just found that cool when they said about Route 1, so it's like literally a brand new adventure. And then when you come out of there, you meet your mum, who will give you the town map. Now we get given loads of items because usually in Pokemon games you have to go get them. But to be honest, I don't use it And this region is very simple for me to know where I'm going, so it's pretty much straightforward. I never really saw the point in the town map unless you get stuck or something, or you haven't played the game in a while and you can't remember where something is. But usually when you get like fly, it's only when you, fly you actually need the town map, but you don't need the town map because fly you just choose where you wanted to go. Anyway, when you come up here, they'll all say that they want to take the whole first step all together at the same time, which was apparently a clever idea. 1, 2. Oh, that was amazing, wasn't it? And I love that thing that comes up at the top left. It comes up with Route 1. That's really cool. But anyway, we've started the adventure with our little Sammy the Snake. And then this is probably the earliest. This game is really sped up from usual. In this, they tell you how to catch a Pokemon straight away. It's really, really quite cool, I find. So, anyway, she has that Minchino, which I don't like. And then, if you want to know, I recommend catching one of these Pat Rats because they're actually quite good at being HM slaves for later on. So I think I might be doing that. And also at the very low levels, as usual, I recommend fighting all your wild battles. If you don't want the Pokemon, just fight it, don't run away, because you know that you can get some good experience from it, which is always helpful. And there we go, she got a Patrat, and she told us how to catch a Pokemon, and if you were paying attention, you would have realised that most of that was on the bottom screen. So if you are doing the walkthrough, just basically follow what she says. Just look at the bottom screen. I cannot do that. Not very well, anyway. Unless I had a tripod, which would be a lot more helpful. And then she goes on about how if you paralyze as well, if you paralyze, sleep, or freeze a Pokemon, I think that's one of them, you can get a percentage down on them as well, of like increase the catch rate of them or something, or you increase the chance of the catching it basically. So I can't remember what catch rate is. Ignore me, I'm a noob at Pokemon. Who knows? And then they're going on about how let's see who can catch the most Pokemon. So all you gotta do really is just catch one Pokemon, and as I say, I recommend catching a Patrat, which is a very useful Pokemon. I'll just edit that out because I was so stupid. I'll just ignore what I just said. I just ran away with it for no reason. Oh yeah, I think over here this person gives you a potion as well. Recommend take. Okay, that was very annoying. Is that a Patrat? Yes, yes. Yes, now this is useful. So it's level 2 and it's terrible, so it's easy to catch and it's perfect for HM slaves. So, use tackle, I can't wait for a better move. I think we learned Vine Whip, which is a bit of a downer. I don't really like Vine Whip. But then you just go to your bag. So if you heard that, was my chair. Bag, into the balls back pocket, and then go to Pokeballs. Choose the Pokeball, use the Pokeball, and it does it for you. Replicates arm motion. And yay, we're done. We got ourselves a Patrat. And Patrat's data was added to the Pokedex, was it now? How very interesting. Yes, HM Fury. Actually, I'm going to call it Cut Master, as I usually do, because kind of the only HM that you can learn is Cut. And that's really the only one I use it for, because Cut's terrible. Okay, there we go. And let's talk to you finally, and she will give us a potion. Very handy item, and I very much recommend you use it. And if we come out of here, we can then go up. And then we have to go for this last piece of growth. Oh, there we go. And so then, there we go. I thought that. So let's head on, and then Bianca stops you, and then how many Pokemon do we have? I have 2. That's the same number. And you can catch Parrot and Lillipup, but you don't really get anything, I don't think. It's just odd. And here we go, the X Transceiver. This is exactly what it does. It gives you a picture of whoever's calling in a big group call. It looks a bit like Skype, really. Skype on a watch. But then obviously your character doesn't say anything because, you know, he's got no voice box. Because when they were always born without speech. And here we go, Accumula Town. Well, I'm going to basically do the quick tutorial and then that'll be that. So, well, the first thing you want to do is go to the Pokemon Center. That's probably the best recommendation I can give you. And then they'll just basically give you a tour of the new style Pokemon Center, which I like very, very much. And as you see, usually this is the same as any other Pokemon Center. But this one is a bit different, which is good. And she basically says test out how good this is, but seeing as I've not actually lost anything apart from a couple of PP on my moves, then it seems a bit pointless, but there you go. Although Parrot needed some health, because obviously I'm going to be using him on my team like never am I. So, anyway, the next thing is the PC, and the PC is very useful. It can tell you pretty much everything about everything. It's a very useful thing, and basically you can store Pokemon and things in the PC and get them out when you need them. And as Bianca just said then, it's someone's PC. Now, someone's PC is usual in most of the games. You have to find out whose system it is. I believe it's either in this town or the next town that you find that out. So I'll be sure to get that out for you. And also, the great thing about this Pokemon Center is they've combined the Pokemon Mart with it as well. So on the very right, you can get 2 guys that always work at these Pokemon Centers, and they will sell you items, which is very useful because you can buy like potions and things like that. And then Juniper says to go to the next city because there's a or the next town, wherever, to get to meet someone there that's meant to be a scientist, and that's actually where you find the thing. So I'm actually going to start off by buying a couple potions because I want 5. Because these, you know, I always stock up on 5 of everything. It's 5 or 10 or something. He gives you those. I think this guy gives you mail. I'm just going to quickly whiz through this. Yep, all different types of mail. So anyway, that's basically it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here because there's something really, really cool going on outside, which I, spoiler alert, just spoiled for you. But nevertheless, don't worry about it, but next time we will go outside, and then there's a big thing that's quite interesting that will affect the gameplay throughout the rest of the game, so please enjoy it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.